Hi, my name is Greg Weisman. I'm the co-creator and co-producer of the Gargoyles television series. What you're about to see is the pitch we made back in 1993-1994 to sell the show to Disney upper management, to stations all across the United States. I hope you like it.
Hi, I'm Greg Weisman, Director of Series Development for Walt Disney Television Animation. We've got a new series coming your way in the fall of 1994, and we're very excited about it. We think it's something very new for Disney, and it's all about gargoyles. Ugly stone statues that squat on the roofs of old buildings. But 1,000 years ago, gargoyles were real living creatures. And during the day they slept, frozen in stone. But when the sun went down, Goliath, the gargoyle master, would lead his gargoyle warriors in defense of the king's castle. And if there was no battle to be fought, he'd retreat to the library to read and learn, all the while making sure that the other gargoyles stayed out of trouble. Now, for all these efforts, Goliath received no reward, no thanks, or even kindness. In fact, the people of the castle treated all gargoyles with nothing but contempt. Still, Goliath could no more stop guarding the castle than breathing the air. It's part of a gargoyle's nature to be territorial, protective. And so, for years, he maintained his lonely vigil. Then one night, Goliath was betrayed and lured away from his post. The castle was overrun and sacked. Goliath and the surviving gargoyles were unfairly blamed, and the kingdom's sorcerer laid a curse upon them and put them into a stone sleep that lasted 1,000 years. New York City, 1994. A rich and powerful man has decided there's a better place for a medieval castle than a picturesque hill in Scotland. He's moved the whole deal, lock, stock, and gargoyle, to the top of the tallest skyscraper in Manhattan. All of which means absolutely nothing to New York City police detective Elisa Chavez. She doesn't care about castles, and she doesn't believe in curses. She's hot on the trail of a major bad guy. A trail that leads her right into an ambush. Fortunately, a shadowy figure sees what's happening and decides to help. And of course, that shadowy figure is Goliath, the gargoyle. Now, when you're as strong as Goliath, bench pressing two bad guys is easy, and that stone-like hide of his makes him practically invulnerable to everything but Elisa's kindness. And she's the first human being who's ever offered him understanding and friendship, hope, and a sense of purpose. She introduces him to his new home, Manhattan, and asks for his help in protecting it against modern-day barbarians. Fortunately, our hero doesn't have to face those barbarians alone. This is Goliath's old friend Hudson, a veteran gargoyle warrior. Hudson helps out by keeping an eye on the young warriors in training. Brooklyn, Lexington, and Broadway. They pick their own names. And then there's Bronx, the angst-ridden gargoyle dog. Bronx is not a big fan of adventure. He just likes to eat a lot, sleep a lot, and make a general mess. Now, Goliath has wider interests, but it can be hard for a 7-foot-tall medieval monster to squeeze into the modern world, especially with Xanatos around. Rich, powerful, and arrogant, Xanatos bought the gargoyles' castle. Now he thinks he owns the gargoyles as well. If something rotten is happening in New York City, the odds are Xanatos is behind it. But Goliath's greatest foe is the evil gargoyle Demona. Once she and Goliath were friends, but 1,000 years ago it was her betrayal that cost him the castle. Now she's his sworn enemy, and she won't rest until she owns the night. And the night is all that matters, because the gargoyles still sleep as stone statues during the day, finding an outdoor ledge just before sunrise and striking a pose that could give you nightmares. But when the sun goes down, there are only protection against the city's dark terrors. They are the Gargoyles, joining the Disney family in 1994.